Hey everyone, Steven from Straight Fire Picks. We got best bets for the 2022 NBA playoffs, Eastern Conference Finals, game number 6 between the Miami Heat and the Boston Celtics on Friday, May 27th, 2022. We're going to have NBA player props, spreads, over-unders here for you today. We're going to have 2 picks and a same game parlay that I think are great value bets for this Friday NBA slate. As always, just want to thank you all for your continued support here on the channel. If you're new to the channel here today, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that. We are on the road to 6,000 subscribers. Reminder here at the channel, guys, that we are now partnered with Prize Picks. So be sure to use our code SFP for a 100% deposit match in your first deposit up to $100 on Prize Picks. You can also use one of the links that we have down below in the description and in the comment section. Really a great app, guys. They specialize in player props and things of that nature. You can bet on just about anything on Prize Picks. You can even bet on esports and a bunch of crazy stuff. So it really is a lot of fun to do. You can put all those picks into an entry to win a lot of money. So it is a lot of fun. Like I said, you get that 100% deposit match in your first deposit up to $100. Use our code SFP or one of the links that we have down below in the description or the comment section. Be sure to also check out our community Discord page as well. It's a great place to connect with our community and to get new ideas for bets. We'll have a link in the description and in the comment section as well for that. Be sure to also drop your favorite pick down below in the comment section. If you like your pick included in our comment capper section, just be sure to put a star or an asterisk next to your pick, and we'll include your pick in the video if it hits. Okay, now a quick shout out to our Straight Fire MVPs. So as always, you see this beautiful list here running beside me of all of our Straight Fire MVPs. If you're interested in becoming a Straight Fire MVP, there's a join button down below. There's also a link in the comment section and in the description. Just $3.99 per month to get a badge next to your name, some custom emojis, a roll color in our Discord, and it really is just a great way to support the stream and what we do here at the channel. Appreciate all of you that have signed up. It really does mean a lot to me. So yeah, be sure to check that out. Okay, now getting into the results from the previous episode. So I didn't have any comment cappers that I saw in our comment capper section that hit. Doesn't mean there weren't some. Sometimes all the comments don't show up, so hopefully I didn't miss anybody. As far as our stream results, though, we did go 1-1. We were able to cash the Jason Tatum under 3.5 threes for the second time in this series. Actually, we're 2-0 on that play in the series. We cashed it again easily, just hitting 2. Went 2 out of 8 from 3. So that was good. And then we missed on the Miami Heat spread. You know, I thought the Heat would come out and win this game. You know, game number 5. I thought that would be the last game that they win in this series. And they, played a pretty good first half. Had the lead at halftime and just faded in the second half. And really just didn't get it done. So what can you do? We're going to get back after today, though, guys. We're going to get this 2-0 and the same game parlay cash. So let's get right into our picks here. And number 1, we are going with Marcus Smart over 3.5 rebounds here for the Boston Celtics at -102 odds. So, guys, I really do love the value on this play. Marcus Smart is 7 out of his last 8 versus the Miami Heat in the playoffs to this line. So we'd love to see that. Obviously, he's had a lot of success here versus the Heat in the playoffs. 5 out of his last 5 here versus the Heat in the playoffs. So he's hitting 5 straight. He's 6 out of his last 6 overall, going back to the Milwaukee series. So he's been doing a great job really getting on the glass, guys. He's averaging 9.8 rebound chances per game over his last 5 games in this series. So we'd love to see that. This season, in the regular season as well, he cashed in 2 out of 3 versus the Heat. And that was where he played, obviously less minutes than he'll probably get here. Now, we do need to consider the full scope of this bet. So, we got to look at this and go, okay, so why is this line only -1? Why you get -102 odds for a play that he's 100% on? Well, the books are taking his ankle injury into account, right? But when it comes down to rebounds for me, Marcus Smart, regardless of the ankle injury, is going to have heart and he's going to have hustle. That's what he's going to give you every time. He's that type of guy. He's that type of player. So, if you look at his last game, he only played 24 minutes. He still got 5 rebounds. And I would call that game probably the worst possible scenario that you could have for a player when you're taking over. He got in quick foul trouble. He picked up 2 fouls in the first 4 minutes of the game, so he didn't play the rest of the first quarter. So, naturally, that's going to be a big reduction in minutes there. Same thing pretty much happened in the third quarter. He picked up another 2 fouls, so he ended up with 4 fouls, but just at really bad junctions where he got taken off the floor. So, was it in part to his injury and the foul trouble? Probably a little bit. So I'll be honest with you. Is Marcus Smart going to probably play 40 minutes this game? Probably not. But even still, with the odds stacked against the man in just 24 minutes, he's still got 5 rebounds. And I think that's a great sign because he can only go up from what he was dealing with there in game number 4. I don't see him playing, or game number 5. I don't see him playing less minutes than he did in that game. And he still got there above the hook with 5 rebounds. So the man's all about hustle. When he's on the floor, they're going to want him on the floor. They're at home. They're at the Garden here, at TD Garden. I think they're going to come out, and Smart's going to play a lot of minutes. I think he will play 30+. Does he play 40? But the books are taking that into account. So understand where the value on this line is coming from. It is coming from more of that place of, how's that ankle? You're going to be able to jump? But regardless, this guy's a warrior. He just goes out. That's what he does. I mean, he won the 2021-2022 Hustle Player of the Year award in the NBA. That was just announced on the 23rd of May. So, obviously, I want to put my money on a guy like that, right? This guy's about business. This guy's about getting it done. I love Marcus Smart, honestly, because we actually bet his 3.5 rebounds the game he got injured. That's where he came back. He got on the offensive glass and he got a putback layup. That's what I'm talking about. Like, that's where I want my money. I'm very, very okay with that. He has 5 out of his last 7 at home as well here in the playoffs to this line, so doing pretty good there. And what you got going on with the Heat right now, they're shooting a bunch of threes right now. They're averaging 35.6 three-point attempts in this series. So that's obviously going to be a lot of long rebounds for our guards as well. So, 4 is a very reasonable line, guys. This is the type of line you could knock out in 1 quarter if the ball bounces your way, right? And that's what I love about it, is even with potential reduced minutes, I think he can still easily get there. And honestly, I think he's gonna be able to take advantage here. He's gonna be, Kyle Lowry on the opposing point guard, still battling that hamstring stuff. How much of a challenge is he going to give him on the glass? I don't know. I mean, Lowry's a great player and everything, but obviously both these guys are a little banged up. But I think from a physical standpoint, I'd rather take Marcus Smart. So, do love it there, guys, for our number 1 pick. We're going Marcus Smart over 3.5 rebounds here for the Boston Celtics at -102 odds. Okay, and finally at number 2, you guys might hate me for this, and, feel free to do with it what you will. But we are going with Jimmy Butler under 0.5 threes here for the Miami Heat at +148 odds. So, guys, we're stretching on this one. And this is the sweatiest of all sweatiest bets, if I said that right. That sounded kind of weird. But, guys, Jimmy Butler here, you can't beat the trends to this bet. And I absolutely love it. And Jimmy Butler's situation now, if you guys aren't aware, he is dealing with a little bit of a knee injury. He had his knee, inflammation, pop up on him a couple games ago. Since that game, he's 7 out of 32 from the field, shooting the basketball altogether. And obviously hasn't shot the ball. He was 1 out of 5 from 3 last game. He did attempt 5 threes, which is scary. It's like the most amount of threes I've seen him attempt versus the Celtics ever. But in this particular spot, going to Boston, I don't see him hitting a 3. And he shouldn't be shooting the 3. Jimmy Butler's game is getting to the mid-range and getting to the post. So why do I love this so much? Well, he's actually 8 out of 11 to this line versus the Boston Celtics in the playoffs, including 4 out of 5 in Boston to this under. He's 3 out of 5 in this series to the under, 2 out of 2 in Boston, and he's 2 out of 12 shooting the 3 in this series. He's hit just 2 3-pointers this whole series, going 2 out of 12, like I said. So when he has cash, he's just hit 1. It's not his game. He's not a great 3-point shooter, particularly against the Celtics here, who allow the 3rd fewest threes in the playoffs. They allow under 10 threes total per game, so they don't give up a lot of threes. They don't give you a lot of space, and Jimmy Butler's not a great candidate to shoot the 3, right? The ball's in his hands a lot, so the offense starts with the ball in his hands a lot, either off the first pass or when he brings it up the court. So unless he's just taking a pull-up 3 from the top of the key, most of the time you're not going to get him on kickouts and things like that. So, like I said, dealing with the knee injury, he's not shooting the ball well at all right now. I don't think his knee's helping him out either. So you add that here to that. And it's not like him going 1 for 5 should encourage him to shoot the 3 more last game. So this is what it is, right? This is going to be a really sweaty bet if you do decide to take it. I understand if you want to pass on it because it is a scary bet. But I do love it for the value. You're getting +150, about +150 on a play that has fantastic trends. The matchup's great. He's on the road. And right now he's dealing with an injury. He's dealing with a bum knee a little bit, and it has affected his shooting. You can't tell me, him going 7 out of 32 the last 2 games. That's not Jimmy Butler. I've never seen Jimmy Butler shoot quite that bad. Over a 2-game stretch. He might have 1 bad game, but I usually don't see 2 games like that where he goes 7 out of 32. So something I think is definitely going on with him. I think he is a little bit more injured than he's leading on. And honestly, here, I love the value for this play. So we're going to roll it there for our number 2 pick. We're going Jimmy Butler under 0.53s here for the Miami Heat at plus 148 odds. Okay, guys, it is once again time for us to make way for the same game parlay. So first here we got Bam Adebayo under 9.5 rebounds here for the Miami Heat. I think this is a great straight play as well. A little bit of juice on it, about minus 132 is what I saw it at. But Adebayo, guys, is 8 out of his last 10 to this line with 2 hooks. So when he did cash the 2 times, he had 10 rebounds in both of those games. So obviously we'd love to see that. He's 5 out of his last 6 to the under on the road. And honestly here, guys, I really could see this being a spot where the Celtics close them out here in Game 6 and where it could even be a blowout where Adebayo is just a non-factor. I just think it's really hard to grab 10 rebounds against the Celtics team. And he hasn't consistently done it, obviously, in this series. Not looking for him to do it here on the road. I think it's a tall ask. Like I said, great single bet here, but we are putting it in our parlay. Then we got Jason Tatum under 3.5 threes here for the Celtics. Guys, he's done this in 8 out of his last 11 games here versus the Miami Heat in the playoffs with 3 hooks. So even when he's cashed versus the Heat, he's cashed with 4 threes. Obviously, we've already played this line twice in the series. It cashed successfully. I'm putting it in a parlay because, there was quite a bit of juice on it. I believe it was minus 140. I didn't feel like running that as a single play. But again, I think that's another great single play look. You could certainly play that again. I don't see him hitting 4 threes. And he's still dealing with that shoulder injury, like I said. I saw him once in pain even last game still. So I do like that. Now, Jason Tatum to record 4 assists here. He's 15 out of 16 here in the playoffs. Now, when I say I do like that, just as far as the bet goes with Tatum, don't hate on me too much. And then we got, finally, Al Horford to record 15 points. Now, this is the one that we're reaching on. You guys feel free to pull this one down to like 10 points or something like that if you want to have a safer parlay. But I think Horford gets there, honestly, in this game. This is plus 300 odds just by itself. He's done this in 2 of the last 3 games. We do have a couple bodies banged up here for the Celtics, so I think this is a good spot here for Horford to, again, perform big. He's had some monster performances here in the playoffs, at least relative to his line. We haven't seen him drop 30 points versus the Bucks, so it's in him. He could certainly do it, and he did it in a different way last game. I mean, in 16 last game, he got to the free throw line. He was aggressive in the paint, which actually I like seeing that. So, guy has more of a complete game than people realize. He can get physical in the paint, and he can shoot the 3 really good when he's open. So, I do like it, guys. So, love it there, guys, for our same game parlay. We're going for over plus 1,200 odds today. Let's cash it in. Okay, guys, that's going to do it for our picks. If you enjoyed the content, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that. We are on the road to 6,000 subscribers. I just want to tell you how much that I appreciate all of you here at the channel and for your support. You guys really do mean a lot to me, and I appreciate all of you, and I genuinely mean that. We had a lot of people join the Discord, so I'm happy about that. That's really great. I think you'll find great value out of our Discord. A lot of people enjoy our Discord. It is a free thing. There's nothing, no weirdness attached to that. So it's just somewhere where you guys could chat and post your bets and chat with fellow bettors out there and get some more plays as well if you guys are interested in finding more plays. There's people posting great research, and it don't cost you a dime. So it really is a great resource. So check that out, guys. Check out all of our social media links as well if you guys want to follow me on Twitter as well. I post updates, recaps, that kind of thing at the end of the night. So follow us on our Twitter. I have a link down below for that as well. Check out our Prize Picks link. Like I said, we're partnered with them. You get 100% deposit. It's free money, free $100. Just use our code SFP or one of our links that we have down below. Other than that, guys, it's going to do it for me. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Let's cash in here. Let's have a big day. Wish you guys all the best of luck. Until we see you next time, peace out.